If you love meat pies but don't enjoy spending hours shaping them one by one, this giant tray meat pie is about to change everything. It's flaky, packed with filling, and perfect for feeding a crowd. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now let's make a giant meat pie. To your bowl, add 4 cups of flour, that's 500 grams of flour, half a teaspoon of salt if you're using salted butter, and 1 teaspoon of salt for unsalted butter. I'm not using baking powder in this recipe. I want the crust really flaky, and baking powder makes the crust less flaky. Mix it all together and add 250 grams of very cold butter or margarine. Just add everything in, and you're going to use your hands to mix this all properly. Make sure to mix this properly till there's no big chunks of butter left. Okay, so go ahead and mix this. By the time you're done mixing, you should have something like this. It should look like breadcrumbs, just like this. So make a little well in the middle and add your water. This is 3/4 cup of very cold water, and you're going to go ahead and mix this carefully, just as I'm doing. You don't want to knead this dough, you just want to mix it properly till everything comes together. So go ahead and mix it carefully. Don't knead, please. Make sure that everything all comes together just like this. So by the time you're done, this is what your dough should look like. It should come together like this. It mustn't be smooth, it mustn't be perfect. As soon as it comes together like this, that's what we're looking for. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to place this in the fridge for about 30 minutes. You can even make this a week before you use it. Just make sure you place it in the fridge and it has no contact with water. While it's in the fridge, you're going to make our filling. To your pan, add some oil and minced meat. This is 500 grams of minced meat. So go ahead and stir this on for a bit, just like this. As soon as it starts to change its color, go in with some onions and some chopped garlic and mix this on properly. Then add some salt, some crushed seasoning cubes, some ginger powder, some paprika, chili pepper, curry, and scotch bonnet pepper. Stir this properly. Make sure that everything all comes together. If there's any big chunks of meat, make sure to mash it up so that it's going to cook properly, and stir this properly. Then you're going to introduce our chopped potatoes and chopped carrots. Go ahead and stir this properly. Stir till very well combined. You're going to add some water, enough water to cover and cook the beef and the potatoes and carrots, and cover this and let it cook for about 10 minutes. This is 10 minutes later and it's all cooked already, but we still have some water in the filling. So no worries, we're going to thicken this up by adding some cornstarch slurry. This is 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and some water. It's going to thicken up the filling. So just keep stirring this. Stir this for about 2 or 3 minutes and it's all ready. So go ahead and stir this, and this is what our filling looks like. At this point it is ready, so I'm going to take it off heat. This is what our filling looks like. It looks so good, guys. At this point it smelled so good. So you're going to transfer this to cool down completely. You always want to make sure that you cool your filling properly. Okay, you don't want to use hot filling, so make sure to cool it properly. So our dough is out of the fridge and it's hardened pretty well, and we can't use it immediately. So if your dough is out of the fridge and it's too hard, you can't use it, just let it rest for a bit and come back for it. This is the tray I'll use for baking, so I'll just line it with some parchment paper. So this dough is ready now. I'll just divide it into 2 because you're going to roll both. Just try to get it to be as equal as possible. I'll flour up my work surface as so. I'll place my dough on and sprinkle more flour so that it doesn't stick, and I'm going to roll this first half of the dough. If you find that your dough is still a bit too stiff, please let it rest before you continue so that it will be easier for you to work with. So go ahead and flatten it up like this, enough to cover the pan or the tray that you're using, and carefully take it out like this in order to not rip it apart. So you're going to line it in your tray, spread it in your tray like this. Make sure it covers properly, make sure there is no holes, just like this, okay? Then you're going to go in with the filling. Just add your filling in, enough filling to your taste and preference, and go ahead and carefully spread it out like this. Guys, if you haven't liked the video, please like and subscribe. So go ahead and spread it, distribute it properly and evenly, just like this. So we roll the second half of the dough and just repeat the process. So go ahead and flatten it up really wide and flat. If you find that it's sticking, feel free to add a bit of flour so that it will be easier for you to roll, and flatten it up properly and carefully take it off like this to prevent it from ripping apart. I'm using a brush here to brush the sides with water. I'm using just water. So I'll go ahead and place the other half of the rolled dough on, just like this. Make sure to cover it properly. Make sure there is no spaces, otherwise your pie might burst open. So I'll go ahead and just trim all the sides. I'll trim off all the excess, just like this, to have a neater, more beautiful pie. Okay, so go ahead and just trim off all the excess, just like this. So after trimming off, I'm just going to make a little pattern so it doesn't look plain. I'll just use a knife and make pattern, just like this. You can make whatever pattern you want. You can even use a fork to poke holes all at the top, but this is how I want it. This is how I want most of my pies, and this is what it looks like currently. You're going to use egg wash. Just egg wash this. You see that shine that pies have is as a result of egg wash. So I'm going to egg wash this properly so that by the time it's done baking, it comes out looking perfect. I'm going to bake this at 175 degrees for 35 minutes. And if you're not ready to bake, just cover this up, place it in the fridge before egg washing till you're ready to bake it. Also, make sure to preheat your oven before baking. And it's done baking, guys, and this is what it looks like. The crust, oh my god, this was super flaky. Is this something you're willing to try? Please let me know down in the comments. And if you try this, please give me feedback on what you think on this recipe. This was so good, it smelled so good, and it was really easy to distribute, because trust me, this went away in minutes. It was finished in minutes. Thanks for watching.